Holy. Wow, they finally showed up. It took a little while, didn't it? Oh, yeah. Alright. This is going to be nice. It looks like the next ones came in. There's a free gift in there. I'll show this in just a second. Just give me a minute. Okay, as you've seen, of course I added a little comedy stuff inside the, did a little skit before I get started on the video, or should I say, before I get started on the model. I did contact Fan Home about a week ago. I called them, and the reason why they said there was a delay, now keep in mind they were like 2.5 weeks past due the time that they should have shipped out the content, or should I say the next shipment, which was number 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the reason why it took so long is because of, I don't know if any of y'all know this or not. I know some people probably already know this part, but there's some kind of a shipping delay going on in California and also in New York. The shipping docks, where shipments are coming in from overseas and things like that, they're being backlogged very heavily over in California. And it's causing a delay across the United States. There's not enough people to offload ships to get the goods off the ships and get them into the states and get them to the warehouses so they can be shipped out to people who ordered their stuff. So normally, something that shouldn't have taken over 2 weeks to get here, it might take 3 or 4 weeks. So it's affecting everybody. It's not just here. It's everybody. So, but that's what's going on there. And I also contacted Eaglemoss again about the Ecto 1 and told them, I said, you're 2 months past the time y'all should have shipped it, like 2.5 months now. And, is there any way that y'all can kind of bypass the free gift for now, and maybe ship it in a future shipment, and then just give me my model, so I mean my model kit, so I can continue on with number 7, 8, 9, and 10 on that one. It's been 2.5 months, since I last touched that model. So, and then they told me that because of COVID going around and because of the shipping delays that's happening in California and in New York, that is causing them to have a delay. So that's what's going on with the Ecto 1 with the license plate. It has something to do with that shipping delay that's going on across the nation. It's nothing they can do about it. It's beyond their out of their hands. But yeah, I'm excited. I just got the kit in the mail today. I'm not going to have time to work on it right now, but, well, my time, it'll probably be after I get off work. But for you, it'll happen in the next couple minutes. Like, oh, by the way, the last video I did where I was adding a little extra stuff in the video where it sounded like I was cussing and stuff like that, I wasn't really cussing in there. I just thought I'd add that to make it a little more comical. It seems I got more views than the other ones because of what I did in it, so I might continue going in that direction. And if you like that, I'll probably do that. So every time I go and that kind of stuff like that, if I keep going on like that, it makes it a little bit more funny. So I kind of got that idea off of a guy that I was watching on YouTube, and he does these, he calls it unnecessarily censored. I think it's called Ninja Panda, I think is the person that's doing it. And if you ever watch any of his videos, it's he takes like cartoons or miniseries or anything, and they'll say something in there, and you'll hear him say, well, and they're not really cussing, but he makes it look like they are, and it makes it more funny. And I'm thinking about doing the same thing with my videos. So I even laughed at it myself, and I had to watch that one like 2 or 3 times, after I got done editing, and I started laughing. So so if you're trying to eat something and you're trying to watch, or you're trying to drink something while you're watching the video, probably not. It might not want to, because it might make you get choked. So I even showed it to my mom, and she cracked up laughing on that too. So I thought it was funny. But yeah, okay, let's get started. Mother, I forgot to add one little thing to the information I just said. On the when I called Fan Home and I found out what the reason was for having the delay and everything like that, and after they told me what was going on, it's had something to do with the backlog of cargo ships that haven't made it to the dock yet to be offloaded. I also told them, I asked them, I said, do y'all even have a binder? I said, I was going to give them a couple of suggestions, and I said, well, do y'all make a binder that y'all can put, like, all the magazines that come with the kits? Each stage of the model, it has a magazine with it. Don't y'all have a binder to put the magazines in, like Eaglemoss? As you've seen with the Ecto 1, they have they have a binder for it. But why don't Fan Home have one for theirs? And they said that other customers, or shall I say other subscribers to their models and stuff, they said they have asked the same question. So they said they do intend on making binders for the magazines for any of their kits that they have. So it may be coming pretty soon that they're going to add that in at a later time. And then I suggested one little thing, and I told them that every one of your models you have extra screws, but you don't give anything to store them in. Why not make a container, like for my example, for the Fast and Furious, for mine, why not supply a free container to put the extra screws in, but have like the logo of the model on it? Like if you're doing the Fast and Furious, you get a square plastic container with all these little compartments for each screw that you have extra, and then put the logo of the model on it. Like in my case, we Fast and Furious. And they said, well, that's a good idea. I said, well, that's a good suggestion. I'll contact the development team and have them get on, see if they will do that. So in the future, could be this year, could probably next year, in the next coming years, if you ever get a storage container or anything like that with your model that you're doing, no matter what model it is, I'll probably have my, because I gave that suggestion to them. I don't know if anybody else has been giving a suggestion, but they act like it's the first time they heard it when I said it. So I may have, may inadvertently, in a good way, to cause them to want to go forward on making a storage container to put your extra screws in. So if they do that with the logo on it and everything, then maybe I had my hand in that. So at least I want to think that. But if other people are doing it too, at least I probably, if y'all contact them and say the same thing to them, they'll know that people want it. It's the same way with the binders. If you're doing the same model or any of their models from Fan Home, just keep calling them and tell them that you want a binder for your magazines, and ask them for a container to put your screws in it. But I had to buy mine off of Amazon to store all my extra screws in for the Ecto 1 because they don't have a storage thing either. So, if people start telling them or writing emails to them or calling them and suggesting that, maybe they'll do it. So the more people that we have doing that, maybe they'll start doing it. So I thought I'd just throw that out there. Okay, let's get to the build. Hello again, YouTube. From what I just did on the introduction and everything, yeah, I'm trying to see what I can do with the videos. I know I said I would just get started right after this. I thought I might want to add something else too. The model, or should I say the 4 kits, number 7, 8, 9, and 10 on stages for the build your the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger. It comes with a free gift, and after this video I'll show you what the free gift is. I think you'll like it. So without further ado, let's get to it. This son of a... Okay, in this video we're going to do stage number 7. Here's what the catalog looks like. I'm going to skip through the other stuff. I'm going to get to the... I'll just show you a little bit what's in the magazine. So the part that we're interested in getting into in the video will be this part right here. And this part shows it's a little bit more of the suspension in this stage. And it shows you about where it goes on the car, which we already know. It goes underneath the car. And it shows you how to put it together. I'll try to go through this a little quick as I can. I thought I could try to squeeze in a little bit of this before I go to work. I know I said that in the other part, but I said I was going to do it after I got off, but I'm going to try to squeeze in a little bit before, so I may have to be a little quick about this. So. But there it is. And some more stuff in the... There's some more things for the catalog. I'll have to go back later and read all that. But without further ado, and then here's the way it comes. I haven't opened it yet, so it ain't very much in this kit, so we'll get to it. Okay, and these screws that we're going to be using in this kit are going to be DP, CM, and KM. Alright. Okay, the instructions wants us to take the cross member cover and then the cross member that goes to the chassis, and they want us to join them together with 3 CM screws. And since it's going into metal, we're going to attach them with... I'm going to put a little 3-in-1 oil on the threads of the screw. Just a little dab of D. I've had this oil in this cup for about 3 months and it still hasn't evaporated, so I don't know. It ain't like water, so you know it lasts a while. That. Next stage they want us to, or next segment, they want us to take they call 7B, which is the cross member, and they want us to attach it to the chassis cross member with 2 KM screws. right way. Those are lined up. I'll get it started so it holds together. So I'll get the other one started. The reason why I do that is because if you try to tighten up one first, say if I went in and tightened that one up, it might make it where the other hole doesn't line up, and then you'll have a hard time putting a screw in. So that's why I'm doing it that way. And you just finish tightening them down after. Make sure it's nice and snug. Don't try to over tighten and strip it out, or even break off a screw head, and then that would really be bad. And that, if you don't like that on yours, like the oil or whatever, I think it might give it a little extra or something. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know. But if you want that to come off, you can take alcohol wipes and it'll take it right off. So, yeah, that part's done. Okay, next segment. Alright, in this section they want us to take the anti-sway bar, or roll bar. Make sure there's like a bend in it in the center. You want to make sure it's pointing up. And they want us to attach not really saying exactly what it is, it's just a 7E. Okay. The end link. Okay, it goes that. And since it's going into plastic, you don't need to use any oil. And this might be a little bit fidgety. Kind of thing. You know what I mean? It might go in. You don't want to over tighten because you can break it. It is plastic, so you just snug it. Make sure it's tight. I'm gonna have to get some new glasses and a little hard to see sometimes. Make sure it's not turning while I'm tightening. Next step, they want us to attach another one with a DP screw. It's in the other, get that out of the way. The other end link, they want us to attach it with a DP screw to the other side of the roll bar. Get it started. It's a little bit fidgety. Tight. And you have that. Okay, next step. Okay, on this stage they want us to take the cross member and they want us to attach the roll bar to it. Make a little bit more like this. It'll stay right there. Okay, so they want us to attach it with these little it's a little, well, I don't know what they call it. It says 7F, but it doesn't really say what it is. Okay, now there is a difference. Like, you have two of these. This one's a 7F, and the other one I think is 7G. That's what it says on the. Yeah, 7G. So there, you got two different ones. You got this. You got one for the right side and one for the left side. So if they want you to take this one, I can see that this one's going to be real finicky already. Looking at it. There is a small locating pin that's on that piece that holds it down, and they want us to hold it down with a CM screw. Lined up. Get it started. Make sure it's where it needs to go. Doesn't matter if it flops around, I can straighten it out later. Okay. Next one. It's gonna take the other side. I've already looked ahead on the instructions, so you want us to attach this to the other side, and as you can see on the back of it, it has a little bitty pin, a locator pin. This one's a little bit finicky, just a little, maybe because my hands are big and the parts are tiny. CM screw. It's going in the oil. For some reason, this one just keeps turning. So I don't know if it's not grabbing or if it's just maybe the screw is bad. I don't know. It's not tightening up. Let me try a different screw. Okay, I had a little bit of an issue. I didn't want to show it on camera and everything. Maybe next time I will. When I was putting the screw in on that first one, on this one, it calls for a CM screw. It fit tight on this side, but when this was the first one I did, I said it just kept turning and turning. What ended up happening was it stripped the hole out. I don't know why I did it, or either it wasn't threaded. I don't know which way it would have been, but it kept turning and turning, wouldn't even tighten up. So I found a fix for it. In the previous kits I have for this model, you know, the previous kits of it, I had extra screws. I had some AM screws. I have like 6 or 7 AM screws, and I looked at it, and it's a little bit thicker screw. It's just a hair, it's just a tad longer, but it doesn't matter since of where it's going, and you can't tell really the difference in it anyway. So it went in with no problem, and it recut some new threads in there as I was tightening it down, so it's tight. It ain't going nowhere. So yeah, it ain't going nowhere, so it's in there. So it ain't coming back out unless I take it out. Yes! So, but there you go. There's that's this stage complete. Yes! Well, there's that. So other than the small issue I had with the last part of the stage where I had that screw strip out, but luckily I had some extra screws, so it ain't no big deal. But the screws are fine, you know, the CM screws I was trying to use, and I tried another CM screw and it did the same thing. It just kept turning. So if you have any issues, say if you have any extra screws on your model, if you're doing the Fast and Furious, and you try to get a CM screw to go in and it strips out, try an AM screw. It'll work just as fine. And since I already used lube on it, you know, the 3-in-1 oil, it went in with no problem, and it recut new threads, so it's holding nice and firm like it should. Yes! So, there's that. Other than that little issue, that's fine. So it's working. So anyway, that'll be it for this issue, and I will try to as soon as I get done with this one. This video will probably go live when you see it. It'll probably go live on the weekend, probably on Saturday at midnight Central Time. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. And every weekend after that, since I have the next 4 stages, I'm going to go ahead and build them and film them. But I'm going to release one video a week, so that way you can see the whole thing. And I think the next shipment from Fan Home, they've already charged my account and said it should be getting ready to ship on next week on Monday. Yes! Whether it does or not, I don't know. No! But anyway, before I go, I did say at the beginning of the video I was going to show you what the free gift was that came with the model kits. So I'll get that set up real quick. Son of a... Yeah, I'm trying to find the power button, okay? Alright, there it is. Okay, as promised, I'm going to show you what the free gift is. So I'm going to turn the camera around. And this is the free gift. This is actually a folder that's holding 3 posters in it. So there's the front cover. And inside, these are not small posters, so there's that one. I might actually use these as maybe in the future thumbnails or something on some of the videos I do. But yeah, looks kind of cool. That's the regular charger. I can't remember which movie that one's in. And then this one was the off-road one. Kind of cool looking. I wonder if they'll ever do a model of this in the future. I wonder. If they do, I might actually get it. And then just the Dodge Charger RT, but the wheels are different than the model. So yeah, that looks kind of cool too. Alright, but that's the free gifts. Oh, and then the back side of the folder's got some artwork on it too. So that's all kind of cool. I like that. I think just to keep them looking good, I'm just going to put them, I'm going to keep them in that. Well, that's it for stage 7, and I showed the free gift as I promised. So yeah, until next time, if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button down below if you're going to subscribe, and if you're going to give it a thumbs up if you want to. And anybody else that's on the Fast and Furious model like the one I'm doing, if you're having any little issues or anything like that with shipping delays or anything, comment down below so other people know. Or if you're having any issues with the model in general, just give some comments down below, and then maybe we can talk about it. With the rest of the members or rest of subscribers and stuff. So, but yeah, that's it for now. So until then, just keep an eye out for if you do the notification button if you do subscribe, do the notification button beside the subscribe button, and it'll let you know when I put out a new video. Until then, talk to you later. Bye. Son of a... I'll get the button in a minute.